round, what is it? Round 2. Well, it's round 1 actually, in real life, but it's round 2. Anyway, perspective, not perspective. Composition. Composition, that old thing, composition, composing a picture. Anyway, I'm just going to show you how I work out how to compose a picture, which is a great base, I think, to learn. So anyway, I assume you've got your idea, you scribbled things down on a page, you're happy with that idea, you want to run with it, you've got roughs on a paper, you know what I mean, all that kind of stuff. Your idea's in your head. Now you got to choose a shape of picture, all that stuff. So I am just going along with, you might choose a rectangle. Let's go with that. So I will mark out how I do it, which is marking out a kind of rough. Yes, inches. Look at this, inches. Who gives a? It doesn't make any difference to turn it over. Oh, look, centimeters. So it doesn't make any difference what it is. So I'm doing 10 inches by 6 inches, which in new money is 15 centimeters by, what is that? It's 25, is it? Yeah, about 25 centimeters. But that's irrelevant, because this is only for my working out. For your working out, completely different. It's whatever shape you like. I'm just showing you the basic plan. Why is that over there and that over there? And this should be 10. Look at that. See, mistake. Whoa. Mistake. See, 10. Okay. 10 by 6. You choose whatever shape you want. Nothing to do with me. So there's my first thing. That's my imagined canvas or whatever. And so to compose a thing, for me to start, why do this keep missing bits of? Do I need a better point on this bloody pencil? Anyway, right. To start, I pick a line parallel with anywhere along there. Stay away from the middles. Stay away from the middles. I don't know why. It makes it more interesting to me if you stay away from the middles. Anyway, I'll put my first line across here. You can pick which way you want. You could go that way or this way. I'll do 3 of these all together. First line. So you got to choose a diagonal next. And so I'll go with this. I don't want to make it too boring. I know it's boring. Composition's kind of quite boring. But once you kind of get into it, I don't think it's boring. I think it's quite good. And I think you can adapt anything to this, you know, abstracts, anything figurative, anything you like. Whatever. Anyway, you've made 3 lines now that crossed at that intersection there. So now you've split up the space. So now you've got this big shape. You've got this shape and you've got that shape. So now you go about dissecting them again. So I could, which I will, put that line from there to there. All the lines have got to meet up at a point. They're not allowed to finish halfway through a line where they're not touching something else. So they have to meet up on a corner or on a section. Okay, we made that shape. I'm going to split that shape. I'll split that there. You can split it wherever you like. You know, you could have gone there. It doesn't matter. Okay, so anyway, we'll go. I'll split that. Okay, so now we're ending up with more cross-section, more intersection, see? So I think I like the look of that one already, and I'll go with a line parallel to the outside, always parallel with the outside, and cross over that one. Okay. Naff off. Is this crappy ruler? It keeps going up in the air. Anyway, so there's, see, I've made another one. I've got another one already, and I actually quite like that one. So I like the edges rather than the middles. Okay, so that's my next one. See, I'm making more shapes. Here, see, I'm making more blocks or more shapes every time I make another one. See, I've got this one now. Well, I'm gonna muck that shape up, and then, well, I'm just gonna add a couple of lines inside it. And that's that one. But that looks a bit symmetrical, so I think we'll give that a miss and stay away from that. I quite like that one up there. Okay, so that crosses over there, and then I'll put one through there parallel with the outside. I think it's this pencil that's rubbish. I tried to use a softer pencil so people could see it. Oh no, lamps on my ear. Okay, so we've got another, see, see, I could go from there down to there now. That's kind of okay. And that's kind of finished there. Hold on 1 second, just while I pause this. Bloody phone. Anyway, right, where are we here? We've intersected that, that's okay there. Try not to make too many crosses in one place. I think that's a good idea. I need something else though, so I'll go with this one. So you keep crossing and joining up the corners or joining up lines and points until you're happy with how it looks. I'm not really sure about this at the minute. It's okay, but as I say, I make about 3 of these once I've got my rough and my idea, all that kind of caper. I like that one, that cross over there, and I make about 3 different ones. Sometimes I make more if I'm not happy with them 3, and then I will choose which one I like. So that's looking a little bit nicer to me. I think I'll have that cross over there. See, there's a cross over there, even though that line is light. There's a cross over there. And that's parallel with that. I think I need a better point on this bloody pencil. I use this so it'll show up. I think that's for one. I think that's not too bad for that one. What else needs doing? It's okay. It's up to you whether you like it or not. See, at the end of it, it's all up to you. If you don't like the look of it, then you just start another one, and I will do another one in a minute, and that'll be that. But basically, I'm just trying to show you the layout of how we go from one first line, shape, line, blah, 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 shape, you know what I mean. 1, 2, 3 lines is your base, and then you build upon those 3 lines. And that's what I'm trying to show you what it is, the basis of it. This took me about 5 years to learn this bloody thing. Anyway, I shall go away. I have to make a phone call, and I'll go away, and then I shall come back, and then in the next one I shall do another one, but it won't be the same, it'll be slightly different. Okay, bye.